allow to go to a place where there is no one except a woman. This is what we call khalwa. I mean, to be in an isolated place where there is no one except you and a woman. What will happen? Many things can happen. Many things can happen. Go back to the story of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. Yusuf is a prophet. Until today, if you're reading the books of tafsir, some of the books, they are still trying to find out what kind of harm Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam was doing. I mean, this is the prophet of Allah. Look at the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was describing the situation. He said, لَقَدْ حَمَّدْ بِهِ وَحَمَّ بِهَا لَوْلَا أَرْرَآ بُرْهَانَ رَبِّهِ كَذَلِكَ لِنَصْرِفَ عَنْهُ السُّوءَ. This is the point I'm trying to reach. I mean, when he fell in this situation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we were the one who take away the evil from him. I mean, without the intervention of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all of the requirements they were there. Something bad is going to happen. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he interfered. Why? Because Yusuf used to be one of the best and selected people, and people who are very sincere and dedicated personalities to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved him. What was the mistake? Being in a house where there is no one except him and a woman. And that's why the Prophet also made it very clear. He said, إِيَّاكُمَ الدُّخُولَ عَلَى النِّسَاءِ. I warn you from going into places where you cannot find anyone except a woman in that place. He said, don't you ever do it. Because something bad is going to happen. Something bad is going to happen. So they asked the Prophet ﷺ, they said, what do you think about Ham? Ham is the brother of the husband. And the Prophet ﷺ, he described it as death. I mean, even death is better than him, much more easier than him. Because this is the culture of the people. Until today, people, they don't want to change. When you talk about this issue, people, they say, we are used to this from all days. I mean, when you're not around, your brother can come and sit with your wife. She makes some teas for him. MashaAllah. And now, some cultures also, they're transgressing the limits. Your friends also, they can come inside. And she can sit with them and she can talk to them, no problem. Just take her time. You're not around, they can just come and have a cup of tea with your wife, no problem. And they're saying that this is the culture which allows them to do this. In Islam, culture is okay, no problem, as long as the culture is not going against what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed. Then it has to be changed. Yeah. We take Islam first, then the culture, if the culture is not contradicting the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet ﷺ, he made it very clear, and the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, they brought this issue, and the Prophet ﷺ cancelled it automatically. That means your wife should stay in a place. If somebody is going to come to the place, that means you are there, or one of the big personalities among her family is there. The same thing we can say with a meeting with the girl you are trying to marry. And remember, we say that one of the issues that you have the right to look at the girl is when you decide to marry her. And this decision should be very strong between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said min. Because there are some places, one of them is what we said, a doctor. Or if you're looking for marriage, the decision should be very strong. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a witness. Because if you just make it open, people who wants to play, he will just make a decision that he's going to marry and look as much as he wants and then cancel his decision. Next time another girl come, make a new decision like this, it will go. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he knows this. When you have your decision, then you can look at the girl. And the way you look at her, you just look at what you need. That's why the scholars, they said, this type of looking is for what? Isti'lam, la lil-istimta'. You don't look at the girl that you just, trying to marry to enjoy. No, you look at her to get some informations. Yeah. You look at her to get some information. Who is this person? Can I go with her, or I cannot be comfortable staying with her? That's it. Yeah. That's it. So that's why anything you have to do, everything to keep you away from something that will put you into trouble. So this is one of the things. So